Yet again, pure stock standard, no surprises at all. It's the most basic red side draft that you could possibly get. That's pretty good. Does what it needs to.
Let's go. Whoa! Summoners, what? Rift? Whoa! Oh my goodness.
This was seen, right, by the Kwangdong Freaks, but because mid is getting so far shoved in, it becomes very hard to roam. Imminent collapse now.
Yep, LM going to spot out Deft and Beryl. Moham and Teddy are coming in though, and can this bottom lane meet up with Pyosik in time as Moham, oh dear, may have gone a little bit too far forward. The flash immediately for Deft. He wants to rip out the spears, and he will. Now LM's trying to get out of here. The Pierce will connect, and this is rev up. Oh my god, the max range. Pyosik might even be the best Nautilus in this game right now.
Oh boy, that is a disaster for Kwangdong Freaks, and I don't know if that was a miscommunication or just an individual mistake, but that was a hook.
Very difficult for her to play the game.
여기
This time around, it'll be
싸울게.
A-okay.
And crucially here, again, at the point where the hook hits, Alan already has made it out. And the misread from Moam and the... that
was max range.
Yeah,
that's very nicely done.
That's as much leeway as you're going to get with the Nautilus hook. And I'm sure Moam wishes that that hitbox was just a little bit bigger, because maybe if he hits the wall earlier...
It became his best pick by a really large margin. And Zeka? Ooh. Zeka almost fell down. Pyosik unable to find the stun. And now, I mean, Fate can just run this one in. Yeah, exactly. He'll go for the dive. He might pay for it, but actually he won't, as Pyosik won't find the stun. And Zeka just oversteps.
Taking power, understand that build. But first, let's take a look at this level 6 that he's about to hit. Oh, it's the materializer. I think he got it on the cannon and then just catching him off guard. Actually cranked up silently like 2 weeks beforehand. And Kwangdong, oh, I've seen this one before.
Yeah, but Kane does have a Mega Naba. Fate's going to pop over the wall. This is dangerous for DRX. Kalista very far away, but so is Teddy. Kingen is just going to die. Not much of an option, but the same thing can be said for the Nah. True Shot Barrage does so much damage to Beryl, and he's not going to make it out. Heartbreaker for Pyosik, and that's exactly what this situation was.
Watch him run in very quickly.
Alcove Gaming, all right. Keen not going to get locked down with the Permafrost just yet, but there's the ulti, and in comes that Chem Tank, and out it goes again. 30 CS advantage. Pyosik in position. There's the Winter's Wrath as the Ignite is down. Wallop not going to connect. Nah, also Pyosik playing it beautifully until that moment. Heartbreaker comes in though, and the Arctic Assault will seal the deal. Zeka was here as well.
And we will not know, but
let's check out the power of this Chem Tank.
Here. See how speedy he is?
So easy.
I know.
It's just so much movement.
나이스.
Sorry? Yeah, he didn't hit his stun.
Through your own logic, I have brought
I mean, he tried to give the kill to someone a little bit more useful, but hey, he's getting close to that Rune King.
True.
And that's a win.
Oh, Deft is actually here this time around as well. Fate's Call available, so Beryl can go in, out again, and do whatever the heck he wants. Does get Fate's called back, but once again, the Sejuani is going to fall. Pyosik going to have to flash to get himself out. The smite was used, the stab, as Deft is the one that actually kills this. Beryl picks up the Eye of the Herald, flashes the wall to get out. That was not very good by DRX. Zeka's still alive, might be able to defend this turret, because Hextech Soul with his, oh my goodness, Zeka! So aggressive onto Fate here as the depth charge was used on the Corki, but he's able to create distance with the Valkyrie. Oh my goodness, Moham, that is not the face check you wanted, as he's burning, but he's not dead. Sentinel is not actually able to kill anyone, just gets a little bit angry at the Nautilus as he makes his way out. Fate still at half health. Oh no, Does that blind? Zeka might just die for this.
That's not worth.
Yeah, that's not worth it all. As the Glacial Prison lands onto Fate, and Fate does not care. And I have... What just happened? Why?
And as a result, Teddy gets more fed. And we haven't talked about this as much, but the Teddy problem is one that can really...
Whoa, okay, there's a Fate's Call to bring Beryl out. Keen is going to break his stopwatch, though, keep him alive. Flashes to get himself out of the way. Teddy slowed down as Zeka picks up the kill. Depth charge is fantastic, though, as the Viego falls. But now the artillery is here, and Depth is so aggressive. Picks up the Trundle comfortably, and DRX will win the team fight.
Hey, to pick up a 1-for-2. Going to keep on shoving here, Atlas.
Yeah, Fate now full health, but there's nothing he can really do. Teddy over the wall. And not going to find Beryl with any of those skill shots. So now, 2 minutes on the Drake. DRX could look at a Baron, but instead they're going to tidy up their minion waves. Teddy could just kill Beryl, but didn't know where everyone was.
Yeah. Oh, no, not Teddy too.
Oh, dear. Well, it's going to be a similar trade here as Zeka is going to pick up that kill and now get himself out. So, support for Fed member of the team traded once again. We're 1-for-1.
But you give the bounty back. There's no need. And now they're going to start. Elm is alive. He doesn't have flash, crucially, though, but they're ready. Keen. That bar is getting full.
It is. There's the Glacial Prison. A lot of damage on the Moham, actually. As, yep, the Nabar is definitely there, and DRX were looking to turn. It's precisely what they need to do, as the rocket's not quite landing. But the poke is huge, right? Kwangdong Freaks don't have much of an answer if Zeka can set up the artillery. As DRX, what is going to be their line of attack is the question.
They don't know. Zeka backed. But they hear the package sound. They should know that they can fight now.
Yeah, well, Pyoshik is just going to get in here. They do manage to secure the Drake as the Glacial Prison comes down. Kingen is going to avoid the Gnar. The Trundle's going to fall as well, and Kwangdong Freaks are trying to get out. Oh, the package delivery with the Hex Drake, but it's a fantastic charm. But GA was completed already, and so Zeka will survive. DRX, they get themselves the soul and everything else. Teddy now fighting against Depth. That's a flash to get out of the way of the charm. He probably needed to, but isn't going to be able to secure any more kills as DRX look to the Baron.
Especially with his GA, like, he can make plays like this. It doesn't matter, and he knows.
Yeah, he's like, go, go. Just amazing. Really well split, and just knew that he could use his GA.
Doesn't have to care at all.
In the meantime, there is a fight here. Moham is very, very low. Beryl's going to knock him up. Pyoshik doesn't have all that much damage, as you can see, but will have enough to secure that kill in the end. And no one else could actually protect as Teddy's taking turrets in the mid lane, I guess? As Beryl not going to get charmed. Wow, he really kept his head for that particular moment. As Teddy gets another turret. I'm going to say worth for Kwangdong Freaks, not going to lie. As DRX are not finished. They are going to take this inner turret on the top side as well. So that will actually even things out. But Teddy doing that certainly does make this feel less bad. As Elm is spotted. Keen. Oh, he's going to get stunned up. That's going to secure it. He's going to turn into a Gnar as well. As the Fate's Call gets Beryl in. I don't know whether he really wanted to be there. But Depth is over the wall. Can he get the damage down? No, but Zeka can. Moham out of the Death Chamber and immediately back in again as DRX. They're done with this game. We're going to game 2.
Overpowering from DRX. Off of the back of Deft and Pyoshik coming up huge.
That epitomizes this game.
Wait,
as
I don't know if they can end now.
Yeah, maybe they can't. I mean, Zeka's still there, but they're all just going to Hex Gate their way out. Okay. All right.
If DRX lose this game,
As this Drake down to 50%. Kingen trying to be that front line, but remember, Subjugate makes it so powerful. Moham, he goes in, but he's not very tanky. And DRX are looking for the turn. Beryl is immediately going to go down, but trading it for Keen, don't know whether that's worth for Kwangdong Freaks. Is immediately into the GA. Is the Corky. Elm is definitely dead, though. And the Dragon is down. Deft is over the wall, wanting to get the revenge. Fate is creating the space, but it is not enough. Teddy's going to go down. Deft breaks his stopwatch, and I think he can write down that bottom lane POG vote one more time there, as Pyosik will tank up this turret and DRX will finally win this game.
I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. And Guangdong Freaks getting pummeled here. DRX, there's still a couple of those trademark DRX moments that we've all gotten to love, but they play it out. They play it out. Very, very aggressively there. Clean game from DRX. Some individual mistakes, sure, but overall, they played to their comp. They were able to really keep Guangdong on the back foot, and Guangdong, their troubles of individual underperformance remain consistent here in this first game tonight.
Yep.
High value ultimates.
Yeah, everything is good outside of maybe Zeri, but I don't really understand how that interaction works. As this would also just be great, and this is one of Zeka's most prominent picks as well, especially from their huge winning streak from spring. It was largely to do with Zeka having just some standout Akali games. Ooh, Guangdong fans. Very loud. Wait, and there's not a lot of databases that are around that have that, as Teddy is going to be found by said Twitch. And Elam is going to be here, just walks up to them. Battle Dance going to allow Def to get out. 5-point strikes there. Hoyt is going to connect onto Beryl, who flashes, and he's eaten the potion, and he's just going to get out.
Due to the early game pry was, oh boy.
Yeah, Extendo Beam is going to get a lot of value here as Beryl, grand entrance, Deft, goes into stealth or camouflage, I guess now.
Zeka.
As Zeka's making his way down. Fate is following him as Elam, King's Tribute comes in. There's the backflip though. Can he actually find it? There's the perfect execution. And Zeka gets first blood, taking matters into his own hands. Oh, man, that Elam doesn't get his red buff and doesn't get the Scuttle Crab on the bottom side as we have a look at this from Zeka's perspective. Man, he's very good at this champion.
Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't even.
As Def throws poison cast down.
5-man fight.
Yeah, we could just be getting our 5v5 spray and pray online here for Deft, or rat-a-tat-tat, depending on when you're from. Of course, that lasted about a year before people realized the original name was better. Control Ward goes down. As DRX slink off into Fog of War, Guangdong Freaks get control of the river. As all right, here's the Ram, gets the double knock up again. Kingen just takes matters into his own hands. Fate is getting the heck out, but it's not going to be enough as Pyosik is chasing after him, not able to get the kill on the Azir, but it doesn't matter. That's 3 kills for Akali, and I think you can almost say goodnight to the game. The game's over because they won one team fight around a Herald. It's obviously not. However, it's a great start for DRX.
Oh, the lineup as well. It's 5-man.
Oh my god, it is actually a 5-man.
It's 5-man into an
immediate 2-man. Yeah. Kingen just won the whole fight by himself.
He did. He did.
My god. Oh my god, the Heartbreaker value as well.
All right.
As a follow-up.
At this point, as a team facing DRX.
야, 오른 기가 막힌다.
Yeah, and also he calls the hole.
Oh, Def is just going to throw his Contaminate in a weird position as he flashes out of the hook. That is going to be it. Speaking of Contaminate, that's actually the ability that uses to kill the Zeri. The Poison Cast, the one that went wide, but it was all a bait. Success.
It did work.
Okay, Pyosik looking for Elam here, gets a nice stab. Oh my god, the damage from the Viego. I know there was an Akali there as well. This game is wacky.
It is very in line.
Oh no, Pyosik is just hunting Elam. He does miss the stun as he's splashed on top of him. Yeah, Zek is also here. He knows that there's someone coming in. And now Fate gonna come on over. There's the Emperor's Divide. Pyosik may need to ult early, and he does so, gets himself out. Yeah, Zeka just decided that he was dead, and he vacated. He was like, nah, man, I'm not doing it. As Beryl gets into the pit, and Zeka, his positioning here on the flank is just fantastic. Fate moving himself in as there's the Ornhorn. The flash is not going to work out as Beryl finds the quickness on everyone. And Zeka, the perfect execution's not exactly the best this time, but no one's died just yet. This turn was exactly what DRX have been fishing for this entire time. Even though the body slam landed onto 3 and was absolutely fantastic, DRX don't lose anyone, and they go back to the Baron. So Kyoshik just going to hard engage. Teddy, oh no, everyone closing in, and Ellum is the one left high and dry. Teddy survives, but the Trundle is not so lucky. The knockup does connect onto the Pigeon Man. Kingen can basically tank everything forever. Def, not so much, as he's trying to get out. Zeri does manage to pick up the kill, but she immediately falls down, and Zeka's still alive with so much damage. It's a double kill already. Perfect execution comes out, and he gets the backflip onto the Azir. What was that? It's the ace that comes through, and DRX will win this game.
DRX seemingly realized they can look angrily at Kwangdong, and Kwangdong is going to fall over for a lack of strength.
My God.
3-2-0. Nothing to see here.
Yeah? That's beautifully played. Zeka as well. I mean, he saw that we were talking about Kingen getting POG, and he's like, nah, man, I got this. 8-0-3 on his 100% win rate Akali. That is another thing that DRX are not allowed to get their hands on.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the POG interview translation here, joined by Deft and Kingen from DRX. Congratulations, guys. Now you guys are on a 4-match winning streak. How does that feel? Well, I'm so glad that we are continuing our winning streak, and I'm also happy that I got the POG after a while. Same. I'm happy that we are undefeated so far. And Daft, you were the 13 out of 13 POG. How was that? Well, I think Kalista pick itself these days was not able to pop off, you know. It was more about the stepping stone for the support to engage, but I'm glad that I was able to kind of make a performance on that pick today. And I want to ask you about the draft we had, because you had Corki, which means the bottom lane has to kind of get ahead early on. And this was the first Corki-Kalista combination of the summer split. I don't think those two have a synergy, but Corki is really weak in the early phase. So Kalista does have to kind of perform well in order to compensate all those things. And I want to ask you about your opinion about the Kalista pick, because it's not having a good days these days. As a player, you know, as a person who plays that champion, it's definitely fun to play. But the coaching staffs or other people are like, you know, there are many picks that can actually counter Kalista in the late game. So not many teams kind of prefer Kalista these days. However, in game number 1, you were the one kind of closing out the game, leading the charge of DRX. So let's take a look at the replay together. You got the triple kill, you aced out the opponents. I think prior to this play, we were actually able to close out the game, but I kind of messed up with my stopwatch combo. So we were not able to end the game, but because I didn't use my stopwatch then, I was able to use it this time around, and we were able to finally break the enemy nexus. And Pyosik was like, yeah, DRX is indeed a one-man army of Deft. I don't think I deserve that title with that single play, but yeah, I was happy. Moving on to game number 2. Excuse me. So we saw a very early Twitch pick secured by DRX, and last time when Junji was playing the LCK, they went with Twitch Yumi. This time around, it was Twitch and Recon. I think Twitch and Recon together have a lot of synergy. They're really strong in team fights, and also they are pretty good into Zeri's lane. And Kingen, I think game number 2 was all about your Ornn. You actually did more than 3,000 damage in the early team fight. And you were able to secure 4 kills. And that was probably the game-ending team fight. When I casted my ult, I kind of got the memory of the previous Orin like ult. I was like, yeah, this is the angle. This is the montage angle. And then I was not, expecting 5-man knockup, but I was just aiming for the 3 people in the front line. But somehow I got lucky. I was able to get the 5-man ult. So yeah, it was pretty sick. It was pretty cool. I liked it. So game number 1, we saw the Kalista highlight, which means we now have the game number 2 Orin highlight. Let's take a look at it together. King and being super vocal here. Could you break it down for us? The enemy was obviously overextending, so I was like, I'm not sure whether they should actually be this far up. So I was there to punish them. And Deft was like, that Orn was super sick. Deft, how was that play? I mean, when I was playing remotely, there was a very similar play where Kingen also got a super sick Orn ult. Whenever he gets those plays, I just can like put my hands off the keyboard and we still win the team fight. So I was just like, wow, just watching him making those beautiful plays. It's pretty rare to get a compliment from Deft, so I'll take that. And DRX, the top side players, the 3 players on the top side of the map have been popping off these days. How do you feel about that, Deft? Well, in the previous 3 matches, I don't think I was like playing at my peak performance. So I was like kind of underperforming during the previous victories. So I was not like fully satisfied with the result. But I'm still happy and proud of them. And I think because of the performance of the 3 players, I was able to buy some time to fully recover. Your next opponent will be Leaf Sandbox. What is your mindset for the upcoming match? I think we keep stepping up every day, so I don't see any problem picking up another victory against them, and I'm gonna make sure to pick up a 2-0 victory in that match. What about you, Deft? I think starting from that Leap Sandbox series, we have a very strong opponents coming up like Damakia, T1, Genji, so I will make sure to secure victories in all of those matches. Now back to the carpet space. Thank you.